that's odd. It's like a whole new map now. Hey, you! Again!
Hello, Treepwood.
About this feast for the senses?
What would you like to know?
The antipasta? Explain.
With the table set, a powerful aroma must encourage the appetite to grow.
I think my nose has been in shock since traversing the inside of a manatee.
I'm sure you will find something.
Can you give me any more insight about the antipasta?
I can't say what exactly would be appropriate for the Feast of the Senses. Fetid sweetmeats, perhaps. Dry, aged, deep within the jungle. Something of that nature.
Oh, appetizing. Can you tell me about the palate cleanser?
Before the main course, the palate must be scalded clean by a powerful taste.
Ooh, like grog?
No, not at all like grog.
Palate cleanser.
Something of such grand flavor as to send the senses back to square one.
Big flavor. Got it. I'm still drawing a blank about the powerful taste.
I sense it somewhere in Club 41.
It says here that Course 4, the main course, is the sixth sense. That doesn't even make sense.
Ah, but it does. For where the other five senses are limited to the finite experiences of the present, the sixth sense satiates the appetite for the infinite possibilities of the future.
The future? How do I feed something the future?
You already hold the answer to that question.
This sixth sense business is all pretty abstract.
You must find something that will allow the sponge to sense the future. As I said, you already possess the key to finding it.
Well, what about the dessert? This is one hungry sponge.
Ah, what is your favorite thing about dessert, Guybrush?
Running out before the check arrives?
No, it is the pleasurable shock of something different.
Ah. So the sponge needs a big shock for dessert.
Yes.
It says the feast for the senses ends with a bellowing belch.
Do not worry about this. If you provide La Esponja the first 5 courses, the location of the final course will undoubtedly reveal itself.
Ah, my favorite type of responsibility. The one that takes care of itself. Alright, enough about the feast for now. What was that? Something sure shoved a short sword up his aft sail. The doctor is out! Out of his freaking mind, maybe. What the? Morgan! What happened?
Went to get your hand.
You didn't have to do that.
Had to pay you back for all the trouble. Found Jacques. He told me.
What?
He told me.
What? What did the monkey tell you? De Singe. De Singe will pay for this. This must have been broken in the fight between Morgan and De Singe. I hope the vole escaped. It's broken. It'd take a 7-year correspondence course in mad sciencing before I'd even have a hope of fixing that thing. Darn, no more bananas. Curse you, banana god! The Empiridae Flotsimus sucrosus, the Flotsam jungle firefly, are a common sight in Flotsam's jungles, which they never leave. Although possessing no natural enemies, the Flotsimus sucrosus has a notorious sweet tooth, drawing it inexorably to bodies of sugar water. Lepidoptera Flotsimus accelerus. Like many of its more common cousins, the sharp-toothed Flotsam Island moth has a penchant for noshing on articles of clothing. Where Flotsimus accelerus differs is in the pain of its bites, which can be quite annoying, and the rapidity of its meals. A swarm of Flotsam moths can strip a man down to his undergarments in mere seconds, assuming the notoriously finicky moths approve of his wardrobe, of course. It looks like De Singe is using my hand to make something called the jus de vie. The Vacalian wind control device? What is that creep doing with it now? Did De Singe murder you too? It's locked. Oh no. This is where the Marquis keeps all the severed limbs of the pirates he's operated on. Hey, you never know when a sack of severed legs is gonna come in handy. Or footy, as the case may be. Sorry. Auto-Trepanation helmet. Ow! What? My thumb! God, blah. Ow! What the? Ow! Ah! I'm blind! Ew. Ow! Whoa! Help? I bet there's nothing in there that can help bring Morgan back. I could try to mix up those chemicals, but I'd probably just end up exploding. And not in the funny way. Hi there, Double Peg. Have you seen my wife?
I tore through here like a cat out of hell, off into the jungle.
What exactly are you doing?
Trying to figure out why poor Miss Pretty Whiskers won't move for me.
She's probably just not getting enough iron in her diet. See ya. Hello there, uninformed man on the street.
What do you want?
Have you seen my wife?
Does she have red hair, green eyes, and a mole in the shape of a cocker spaniel on her left thigh?
Yes.
Nope, haven't seen her.
Are you as scandalized as I am by this trial?
I'm just glad that scum-sucking LeChuck and that scum-sucking Voodoo Lady will finally be brought to justice.
Gee, you suck a little scum and everyone wants your head. See ya. It looks like the old Vacalian wind control device has been set to suck again. But what's that tubing around its fingers all about? Looks like someone's been messing with the Vacalian wind control device. And by someone, I mean the Marquis De Singe. And by the Marquis De Singe, I mean the incredible pain in my fundament. That's weird. This whole idol is under one of Crimp Digit's unbreakable glass bottles. I wonder who put this idol under glass. And why?
19, 20, and X marks the... When I get me hands on that plaid-coated scallywag, I'm gonna rip off his waving arms and beat him to a briny pulp with them. What are you looking at?
The secret to eternal life. Le spectre de Grand César!
Doesn't look like Elaine's in any immediate danger. Hopefully she won't commit any unforgivable atrocities before I finish enlarging my pox-curing sponge. Now that I know a little bit more about the Vacalians, it appears that we're nearing the end of the Year of the Fish, and approaching the dawn of the Year of the Slightly Bigger Fish. What in the name of Bluebeard's hair dye?
Hey, no poaching! I have called dibs.
I think I may be lost. Shouldn't there be a creepy voodoo shack right about there?
There was, until they came to arrest that pox-spreading Voodoo Lady.
What happened?
First came the flames. Poor Senor Nipperkin went up like St. Elmo's fire. Then she emerged from the conflagration, mumbling ancient curses with every regal step. I never forget the baleful stare she fixed me with as she was led away. A look condemning me to a lifetime of suffering, shame, and regret.
Spooky.
And if that wasn't bad enough, I haven't found one bit of cool voodoo stuff in the wreckage. Come on!
Mob justice can be so unfair. Even when it's burned to the ground, the Voodoo Lady's shack is still creepy. What a shame. That rug really tied the shack together. Oh, looks like the light of the shack's embers has attracted a swarm of jungle moths. That probably explains what happened to the Voodoo Lady's rug. Whoa! Uh-oh. Looks like these finicky moths won't eat a jacket that's encrusted with bacon grease, fish water, and manatee guts. Lucky me. It's a good thing those fashion-conscious moths don't appreciate my clothes, or my pockets would have more holes than the Albert Hall. I bet that's the sacrificial altar of the jungle beast that Hemlock was rambling about. We've replaced our usual fleshy sacrifice with a clever simulacrum. Let's see if the jungle gods notice. It's a sack full of severed legs. Ugh. Alas, poor Hemlock. I knew it, this limb, a leg of infinite toe jam, of most excellent thigh cheese. It hath borne its owner's creaking frame 1,000 times, and now how clammy and gross within my grasp it wriggles. Oh well, soup's on. Uh-oh. Whew, that altar reeks. Smells worse than the sofa bed after Elaine's mom has dropped by for a visit. Alright, little fellas, check out these high-def duds. Well, that's just great. The lamp's dead. Well, at least Stan's sign is keeping the moths from returning to the jungle. What do you think of this lamp now, Stan?
It'd be a great little souvenir if Krebs' case was still going on, Threepwood, but now it's nothing but another piece of kitschy crud. And believe me, I know my kitschy crud.
Stan.
Guybrush, old pal.
Can I take another look at your Voodoo Lady and LeChuck Gewgaws?
Can't keep your eyes off him, huh?
What's that one?
That's our cursed cutlass of Kaflu LeChuck doll. Press the button for its special transforming glow.
What's happening?
It's a little bright.
Yeah, we're still working out a few kinks. Hey now, what's this? A fuzzy flying fan club? Ah! Hey, knock it off, you nutty nibblers! That hurts! Sweet, fancy, Moses! Ow! Ouch! Well, that was one heck of an experience, eh, Threepwood? It's a good thing old Stan always keeps a few spare jackets in the back office, or I'd be defending my clients in the Altogether. Say, that's not a bad idea. Stan S. Stanman, naked attorney at law. You've got nothing to hide, and neither does he. No time to chat, Threepwood. I've got business cards to print.
Sweet. Even though it's been reduced to rags, Stan's jacket is still a sight to make eyes sore. You know, when I dreamed of becoming a mighty pirate, I never imagined that one day I'd be tying eye-popping napkins around the non-existent necks of mystical sponges. It's all dressed up and ready to eat. The tide must be high. I can almost reach down and touch the well water. Jungle fireflies, nature's little spotlights. The fireflies are attracted to the sugar water on the leg. Fascinating. And just a little nauseating. I don't know about mythical jungle beasts, but I always prefer my ritual sacrifices to be slathered in sugar water.
At last, I've lost that she-devil.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Serves him right, though. Still, I'd better finish feeding the sponge before Elaine hurts someone I actually care about. The mighty pirate hunter tracks his prey via his distinctive firefly-attracting spoor. That's the legendary jungle beast of Flotsam Island? That poor little flesh-eating stink bomb looks like he's in a world of pain. Those jaws will snap me in twain if I get too close. Or maybe even thwain. Well, that's a great idea, but I think I need to find the part of this plant beast that's stinking up the jungle. I haven't got it in me to kill this miserable flesh-rending plant creature thing. Oh, look at that. The poor hideous flesh-eating plant is a smelly, rotting lion's paw caught in its teeth. Thorns. Hold still, little buddy. I'll get that nasty old hunk of meat out for... Yikes! Come on, plant. Fork over that paw. I'll never get my hands on that super stinky paw while that mouth is snapping at me. That's a good idea, but I better get the lion's paw out of its mouth first. I'd hate to lose the sponge inside its rapacious gullet. What the... It's empty! Now that the lamp's dead, it's nothing but a big, tacky paperweight. Here, boy! Ooh, that looks uncomfortable. But at least he's not snapping at me anymore. Don't worry, you freakish little abomination. Dr. Guybrush will make it all better. Gotcha! Phew! That is by far the foulest thing I've ever smelled in all my years of pirating. And that's coming from a guy who's just spent a few days inside a giant manatee. That lion's paw stinks worse than my mother-in-law's neck folds. Come on, little sponge. Eat the nice smelly antepasta. That's a good sponge. I'd pull the bone out of there, but I might lose my other hand. Are you pirate enough to take the Fugu Jolokia challenge? Hey, WP. Morgan LeFlay's been murdered by the Marquis De Singe!
Oh my, that is troubling. She was well on her way to becoming one of me best customers.
Weren't you gonna do something?
Oh, I'm sorry, lad, but I preside over a pirate court, meting out justice exclusively for pirate-on-pirate crimes. This sounds like a case of mad scientist on privateer violence. Totally out of my jurisdiction, you see. I think there may be a court in the lower mandibles that handles such affairs, along with ninja and clown crimes, but they only convene every second Thursday.
Tell me about this Fugu Jolokia challenge.
Ah, a connoisseur of peculiar culinary delights, are we?
Yes?
Then you surely have heard of the Fugu Jolokia, the hottest pepper in this world or the next.
Oh, that Fugu Jolokia.
I acquired that specimen of the Fugu pepper many years ago from a three-legged bandit named Ort, winning it from him when I was able to place me tongue on the pepper for 10 entire seconds.
How eccentric.
Since that tongue-destroying day, I vowed to pass on the pepper to the first pirate who can successfully put his tongue on the Fugu Jolokia for 11 seconds.
Okay, Pepper, prepare to meet your master. Okay, mental note. The Fugu Jolokia is hot to the touch, too. Hey, WP. I'd like to take the Fugu Jolokia challenge.
I thought you looked like a man of gastronomic adventure. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a challenger!
Whoopee!
Whenever you're ready, lad.
No way am I picking up that pepper with my bare hands again. Ouch! What happened to Morgan's body? Refreshing. I'm not going back in there. It's gross. Ow! What is it? My tongue!
Well, bust my balustrades! Well done, Captain Threepwood! You've conquered the Fugu Jolokia and have won the right to keep it as your own.
A clean living and a healthy I probably got permanent glossal damage, but it was totally worth it to get my hook on that pepper. Just looking at that thing makes my tongue burn. It's a good thing the sponge doesn't have a tongue, or I'd be dunking it in the ocean right about now. Hot, stinky, and bad for the eyes is no way to go through life, Sponge. Ouch! Hey, you! Again!
Hello, Treepwood.
Your hut is nothing more than a smoldering pile of rubble.
Yes, a destruction of my own doing.
But you had so much neat stuff. The chest of foreshadowing, your creepy rug, all those skulls, that mysterious machine in the corner that didn't do anything.
The objects of utmost importance were taken care of, stored away in a safe place.
Where?
You have the knowledge of its whereabouts with you right now. You must know how, not where, to look.
Couldn't you just tell me directly?
I would, but the walls have ears.
Eyes. They have eyes. I wonder who put this idol under glass, and why? It's the mysterious chest of foreshadowing from the Voodoo Lady's shack. Who knows what sort of useful voodoo bric-a-brac lurk in its locked timbers? Even more importantly, how am I going to unlock it to find out? Let's see, what do I have now that I didn't have the last time I tried to open this chest? Ow! Stupid hook! Oh, it can't be that easy. The Voodoo Lady's tarot cards? That's it? I bent the fabric of reality for a stupid fortune teller's trick? Okay, that's a pretty good trick. It's been done. Looks like there's a few cards missing, but I'm sure there's enough precognitive mojo in these babies to count as a sixth sense course. Hopefully these flakes of the future will give La Esponja a sixth sense that'll help keep me from getting into situations like this. I wonder if La Esponja Grande can sense the future now. And how would it tell anyone if it did? Whoa! 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 Tingly. Oh hey, what's this? Ah, so that was the shocking dessert. Now all I've got to do is find a big belchy sound, and La Esponja Grande will be as good as grown. Ouch! Alright, Senor Esponja Not So Grande, that's 5 senses down and 1 to go. Now where can I find a really big sound for an after-dinner belch? Well, there's only one thing on Flotsam Island that can make a noise like that.
Elle est forever, elle est immortalité. Où elle est forever, moi? Où elle qu'on connaît chez moi? Elle est forever, elle est immortalité.
Face me like a man, you snuff-sniffing land licker!
You heard the Lady De Singe.
Guybrush, get out of here and find your own treasure! This one's mine!
Ah, the happy three-wood pirate clan. Whatever shall I do now? Oh, I know.
Oh, clam dip.
I can't believe I ever married a dullard like you.
You know, once I cure you of the pox that's making you say all these mean things, you're gonna owe me a lot of smoochies.
I wouldn't smooch you with his lips, cabin boy.
I hate to break up this portrait of domestic bliss, but I've got some last-minute adjustments to make to my machinery before preparing the charming Madame Threepwood for her journey into scientific history.
Don't worry, Buttercup. Once I get La Esponja Grande into that noisy doohickey, our troubles will be over.
Yes, well, please try to keep it down, no?
At least I hope so. So what have you been up to while I've been out trying to save your shapely bacon?
I've been swashbuckling and looking for buried treasure, like a real pirate.
Okay, I know that's the pox talking, but still. Ouch! Did you hear? The Voodoo Lady's been playing us for chumps all these years.
Arr! I never did trust that scheming sea witch.
De Singe killed Morgan!
He did? Well, maybe the cheese-eating beaker monkey ain't so bad after all. Ha ha!
Once I get you cured, we should go break LeChuck out of jail.
That spineless goody two-boots? Let him rot.
Don't worry, Angel, Face. Everything will be okay once I toss my Sponge Grande into that noisy ancient doohickey.
Then stop your yakking and get on with it, you gibbering jellyfish!
Chill out. I've got this. Hey, De Winge!
That's De Singe.
Whatever. All right, Destrange, you've got me where you want me. Now let my wife go.
You? I don't want you in your pathetically pox-free body anymore. Your wife, on the other hand, is teeming with this special threepwood strain of the pox I need to create more of my jus de vie.
Let me get this straight. You don't want me anymore?
Not in the slightest. It's your wife's juicy strain of the pox that fuels my scientific longings now.
I've got your juicy strain right here, bucko!
You'll pay for what you did to Morgan, you fiend!
I already did pay for her services. A big sack of silver, as I recall.
Not for that, for killing her!
Pirates and pirate hunters. Your kind always seem to meet an early demise. Good riddance.
I saw you run out of the lab after you murdered her!
Of course I ran out of my lab. There was blood all over the floor instead of being packed neatly in vials where it belongs.
I still think you murdered Morgan.
Oh, the mighty pirate thinks I murdered his friend. However will I live with the shame?
What are you doing to the wind control device? It sounds like it's about to explode.
I'm so glad you asked. You see, using my unbuilt absicronaton in conjunction with my oscillograph to seek out a resonant frequency with the Vecalian climatophone, I hope to anatomize living tissue on a macroscopic basis.
Could you run through the purpose of all this machinery again?
Lusai, I'm going to use this machine to make that machine smash people into a fine powder.
Oh. Hey, that's not very nice. What's my hand doing up there on that turban?
Your hand is nobly sacrificing the last dribs and drabs of its wondrous pox to supply me with enough death-defying jus de vie to keep me intact, until I spread your wife's pox across the sea.
Poor little fella looks horrible.
Sadly, yes. I suspect he will not survive. Oh well, c'est le jus de vie.
So why a turban? Shouldn't you have a beret or some other French chapeau?
French? Whatever gave you the ridiculous idea that I'm French?
But, I mean, I just kinda assumed...
Why, the nerve of some people.
Whatever De Singe is doing to the Vecalian wind control device, it can't be good. What the heck is that thing supposed to do?
This is my absicronaton, which I can use to remotely manipulate the Vecalian's wind control device without all that tedious mucking about in the jungle with ancient idols.
Can't say as I blame you. All that running and spinning and weathervaning did get on my nerves after a while. De Singe is using that mutant harpsichord to manipulate the Vecalian's wind control device. What's that?
That is a bucket of water.
That is a bucket of water. I assume that these idols under glass are your doing?
Oui, using a complex series of powerful unbreakable vacuum tubes and my own incredible machinery, I've centralized the control of the Vecalian wind control device to this relatively compact absicronaton.
I didn't think it was possible, but De Singe has literally made the Vecalian's wind control machine suck even more than it did before. I don't think it's opening up without one of those seahorse key thingies. Too bad I lost mine. I can't believe that stupid parrot somehow found its way back into my life. It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, Whitey Pirate. Oh, I can't stay mad at you. Hey, it's the moths. I bet they're still punch-drunk off of Stan's funky fashions. Those clothes-munching moths must be attracted to the glowing lights of the wind machine's eyes. Hey, De La Soul!
What? Ah, pirate humor.
I think she's hot-headed enough as it is. There is no way I'm giving this to De Singe now that I'm so close to enlarging it and curing Elaine. La Esponja Grande won't work on Elaine until I complete the Feast for the Senses.
What's this? An airborne peripheral?
Hey, give that back!
And risk tainting my moment of triumph with your tedious voodoo falderal? I don't think so.
Moment of triumph?
Oui, using my harpsichronoton, I have discovered the unique harmonic frequency that allows me to pulverize matter into a fine powder and spread it across the seas. Observe!
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate. It's me! First of all, thanks. That thing was really starting to scrape my scabbard. Second, you're crazy if you think you're gonna get me in there. Okay, crazier.
You? I don't want you. It's your wife's molecules I need to smear across the seas.
I'd like to see you try, you wuss.
Why her?
Because of her pox, you dolt! She's got the same unique strain of the pox that you once had. The same one that was flowing through your amazing hand. The same one that I've distilled into my amazing jus de vie!
Lefty!
Unfortunately, a single hand can only provide enough of this Threepwood strain to produce a few meager drams of my jus de vie. Even if I were to drain your beloved to the bone, I would only gain a few piddling firkins of the juice.
I'll give you some piddling firkins!
No, if I want a perpetual strain of the jus de vie, every pirate in the world must be exposed to the Threepwood strain. Now, Madame Threepwood, if you'll hold still for a moment, I'll try to make this as painless as possible.
How nice. But I won't.
Behold the power of the jus de vie!
Hey, Elaine!
What?
My hand is De Singe's only source of jus de vie. If you cut it off his turban, he'll be a lot easier to kill.
What do you think I've been trying to do, you balmy half-wit?
While you're flailing away at De Singe, do you think you could knock that sponge out of my severed hand?
The only place this sword is going is through this snuff-sniffer's gizzard.
Hang in there, sweetie.
Less talking, more eviscerating, sweetie.
Hey, da monkey!
What?
You look like you've got your hands, hand full. Why don't you let me hold on to that sponge for a minute?
What sort of idiot do you take me for, Threepwood?
Is that a trick question? You'll never get past my wife's sword, you know. I once saw her hold off a horde of angry Rotarians with nothing more than a penknife and a feather duster.
Impressive. But unless they were invulnerable Rotarians fueled by my incredible jus de vie, there's really no comparison. Soon she will tire, and her pox will be mine to spread across the four corners of the earth.
I'll spread you to the four corners.
Oh!
Hey, just sing song!
What?
Once you're done pulverizing my wife, any chance I could get my hands on some of that jus de vie? Nothing personal, honey. It's just that you look kind of done for, and invulnerability could come in really handy in my line of work.
I'll show you who's done for.
Oh!
Hey, to cringe!
What?
Taste the adventure! Oh, what the heck. Sweet.
Oh, shiny.
I wonder why they're called fireflies anyway. It's not like they're on fire. Hey, Voo!
What now? What in the world? Oh, shoo!
Hey, da monkey!
What?
I really don't think you have a chance against my wife.
Please! She is nothing more than a mere pirate wench, while I am an invulnerable man of science! Arr! What now? My turban! No! Shoo! Oh, get away from me, you nasty little pests! No!
What's the matter with him?
Without my hand to supply him with more jus de vie, all those wounds you've been inflicting are starting to catch up with him.
Get back here, you naughty little hand! I have you now, my pretty.
Nice one, hand. Care to help me with these locks? Guess that was a little too much to ask. At least I've got the sponge back, though. Sugar water. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. Whoa! Now that's an Esponja Grande! But how will I use it to cure... Oh, right, the winds!
Guybrush?
Elaine, are you all right?
I think so. But how did I get here, and why does my mouth taste like coleslaw?
It's a long story. I'll tell you all about it once we figure out how to get out of these stupid clamshells.
Leave everything to me, my friends.
LeChuck, my new best pal. How'd you get out of jail?
Oh, the guard was more than happy to release me once I convinced him that it was the only way to win Elaine's hand in unholy matrimony.
Wait, unholy what?
Unholy this!
Guybrush!
Elaine?
Guybrush!
LeChuck! Ha! This name shouting is jolly good fun.
Is that you, Mother? I washed my hands.
I knew it all along. With or without all that voodoo, you're still nothing but an evil sack of scum.
Correction, my sweet. I'm an evil sack of scum who's about to plunder the grandest treasure in all creation. But I'd be willing to share my booty if you catch me drift.
What?
Oh, come now, my love.
You can't deny what we've shared these past few weeks. The chummy camaraderie, the kind words, the stolen glances. I know you've developed feelings for me. Join me as my demon bride, and together we'll lay a bloody siege to the very heart of voodoo itself!
Go to hell, LeChuck.
Well, you can't say I didn't try. Looks like we'll be doing this with all that voodoo.
Elaine? Do me a favor.
Ah! That be the stuff!
Anything.
Kick his two-faced butt for me.
From Melee to Monkey and all the islands in between, my love.
Aren't you dead yet? I've got wedding plans to make. Out of respect for the newly deceased, I feel I should point out that you wave your sword like a dairy farmer.
How appropriate. You fight like a pox-infected undead cow.